Hey everyone, I'm Armory Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a monster review on the latest team race marathon monster, Lamia. And I am so glad I got 3 slots unlocked, because if it would have been 1 slot unlocked, that would not have been fun. So here we have the newest and latest Earth Forsaken monster. And I gotta say, since I'm making this video and these Forsaken monsters are being released like pretty much every single day now, it's very nice that we are getting these pathways, these maze pathways to get monsters. So right now there's a Centurion. At least at the time recording the video, there's a Centurion pathway going on. So great way to get cells. And again, you just got to get the monster unranked the first time, and then there's going to be opportunities to get cells, which is awesome. But with that being said, we're not here to talk about Centurion. We're here to talk about Lamia. So let's do this. We're going to do 2 videos. The first video, we're going to take this monster to level 100. And the second video, we're going to take this monster to level 115, rank 3. Actually, we might do it all the way because I already have the rank 3 stats. So I might as well do it at rank 3. There's not too much of a difference other than the skills. But we'll get there when we get there. Alright, and so I took Lamia to level 100 just so you can see the stats at 100. Strength 3388, life 42224, pretty high life stat, and speed 3586, very fast monster. So let's also take a look at skills at 100, and I think I might just do a full playthrough level 1 through 115 in this video. So let's go through the skills. Time Fissure deals low earth damage to all enemies, activates all cooldowns on all enemies. It's an AoE cooldown activated. When compared to Montezuma, I'm just like mind blown how Montezuma, when cooldown activated was released with that monster, it's like activate cooldowns on the enemy monsters, but activate your own cooldowns. And now we have Time Fissure, which is 10 stamina cost. That's insane. So we're going to replace First Dragon, and let's see what else we have. Flame Dance applies daze and burn to all enemies. It's spammable in case you need to reapply. Below My Wings applies life regen to our allies, and this costs 11 stamina. Winter Breath removes positive effects when an enemy applies freeze. Definitely want to run a skill that can freeze an enemy. So you have cooldown activated, and you have single freeze, which also removes positive effects, right? So you can bypass an evasion, for example. Time is Burning activates all cooldowns on one enemy, applies ignite to one enemy. So this is cool because you can keep that cooldown activated going. And also, if you're facing a dodge area monster, you have something to deal to fight against. Frost Loss is another skill you could utilize. It is a spammable 50% chance to freeze AoE. However, 50% chance in this current generation of monsters that everyone has Hardened Plus, I wouldn't really run a 50% skill unless you have like True Vision with you. We have Dragon's Rest, removes negative effects from all allies and enemies. I don't like this because it removes negative effects from the enemies as well, and why would you want that? It's nice to remove from your own team, but not from the enemy. And then we have Cold Fire Breath, deals heavy special damage to one enemy, applies Mega Freeze and Burn to one enemy. This is actually pretty cool because we're going to replace a single Ignite, because you are able to do Cold Fire Breath and Mega Freeze an enemy monster. When they get their immunity to freeze, you can do Winter Breath and freeze them. So at level 100, this monster is a complete denier. As you can see, AoE cooldown activated, single freeze, Mega Freeze, and a cooldown activated. And you also have some DOT damage, right? You have the burning and you have the ignite. So in terms of ruining this monster, it really depends what you have to work with. If you have this monster as your main denier, you give this monster 3 speed runes, you have this monster go first. If this monster is not fast enough to compete in the meta that you're at, well then you run this monster with team speed and you just run this monster as a secondary denier. So for me, I like to use level 7 runes because I have plenty of level 7 runes, and I'm going to have to borrow from some other monsters, but I'm going to go 3 speed on this monster because right now in the trophy league that I'm in, I can afford to use Lamia as a typical denier kind of monster. Alright, so I got some level 7 runes, and let's give them all to Lamia. So, we're going to have her be the main denier. In terms of relics, she can hold the banner relic. So, charging banner if you want, Ingvar's banner if you have it. Charging banner will work with stamina. For staffs, you can either do something to... Well, let's see. I don't know if she can use the oblation staff. Does she deal damage in an AoE? Yeah, Time Fissure actually works. So, with Time Fissure, you'd be able to do oblation staff and actually drain enemy stamina as well as activate the cooldowns, which in my opinion wouldn't be the smartest thing because, well, if you activate cooldowns, they're going to be recharging anyhow. So you probably want to utilize something that can recover stamina. If you run Staff of Despair, that could be a good one, that it removes stamina forever. I don't have it leveled up, so I can't really utilize that. I do have a Cane of Atlantis, so for me, it just helps my monsters to never ever run out of stamina, especially if the enemies was to drain my stamina with their relics. In terms of trait, at rank 0, it's pretty cool. This monster has Anticipation. At rank 2, you get Hardened. And then at rank 3, you get Immunity to Control. So even in a situation where this monster is going second in the turn order, where the enemy denier goes first, like, you're fine. You can't get hit with, if you're rank 3, right? You can't get hit with any of that. And again, this is why you could also run this monster with team speed, because if you're facing an extra turner, well, it doesn't matter, your anticipation will kick in, and then you'll be able to deny. So again, first we're going to use this monster at level 100, and then we'll level her up, use some of her other skills, and go from there. So as a main denier, again, her main role is to deny, and then you have another monster be the attacker and, well, essentially attack. So I guess we'll just run a Cane, and we'll do Santerion. I don't really need to mess with relics. We'll face just a typical team in a league where you can actually use like a level 100 Lamia. So here we go. I get the first turn in. What am I going to do? Time Fissure. And just like that, everyone is hit with CDA. Relics again, whatever, recharge, and just like that, that is her main purpose, right? She is there to deny, and then once she denies, your main attacker can go ahead and attack. So Ancestral Bite, bye-bye Barakor, I'll do Jingle Bell Curves, and then now we can utilize my other skills. So why don't we go ahead and do Cold Fire Breath, activate that Mega Freeze on Alex Bone, so now he's frozen for 2 turns, the burning will deal some damage. This monster over here is still recharging, I'll recharge with my Cane, and maybe Montezuma can attack in. Why don't I activate the cooldowns again and apply Ignite? So still frozen over there. Oh, where's that immunity to freeze? Oh, positive effects blocked. So we'll recharge again. And if this monster did have freeze immunity, I'd be able to do Winter Breath and freeze again. So skills at level 100, really good, really. Like honestly, yes, like in the current meta where you face Megaton monsters like Santerion and that stuff, it probably doesn't work out the best. But it's all dependent on the team and everything. Watch, I can keep activating cooldowns. So the cool thing about Lamia is that she can keep either freezing or activating cooldowns, applying that burn into the ignition, and you never have to worry about anything. So I'll just finish off Montezuma, and I think that's a good enough showcase at level 100, right? Oh, I got my ult. Deals heavy special damage, removes positive effects, applies Mega Freeze, and Burn. Cool. So 7,000 Mega Freeze blocked because he has a mountain trait, but there is that burn damage. And there we go, success. Cool. So yeah, we'll take this monster through the different levels and I'll show you the different skills she gets, because hopefully if you got this monster, you'll be able to rank her up eventually, and that'll be awesome. So we'll level up her 5 more levels. 3, 2, 5. Awesome. I get to unlock a new skill. Let's scroll down right here. Removes all negative effects from an ally, applies immunity to control and life regen. So, I don't know if I like this skill that much. Immunity to controls, knife, and life regen. The reason this skill is here at rank 1 is because if you didn't... Again, mine's in rank 3, so I don't have any reason for that skill. But if you had this skill, it would actually be really good to use, because if anticipation kicks in and one of your monsters was denied or something happened to one of your monsters, when your anticipation kicks in, you can use that skill to cleanse your ally of whatever negative effect it had, and then that monster would be able to attack. So, in terms of a rank 1 skill, it's good if you're planning to use it with anticipation. If you have this monster ranked up, you're probably not going to use it, so no need to showcase it too much. I'm just going to go to rank 2 and see what skill I get then. So at rank 2, I get this skill right here. Removes positive effects and activates all cooldowns on one enemy, applies burn to an enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. Now we have a cooldown activated extra turn, so I can actually replace this skill right here that applies Ignite. Now do look at the difference. 11 stamina cost, 2 turn cooldown, 25 stamina cost, 3 turn cooldown, ignition versus burning. The reason this skill is very good is because if you're facing a worm lad, you can activate its cooldown before moving on and then freezing someone. If there's 2 dodge area monsters, you can deny both of them. Cooldown activate on one of them, Mega Freeze or freeze on another one. So you have a lot more versatility. Also, you could run both cooldown activated single targets if there's 2 dodge area monsters. So you have a lot of versatility. For now, I'm going to replace this, Time is Burning, unless I need to reapply it. So let's test out Lamia using that skill. And look, there's a worm ladder right there. So let's take on the base on the left. Alright, and we will click fight. So let's see it. So what happened here? We have a shield, that's fine, damage mirror, and skill mirror. That's cool. So watch me deny 2 monsters. I am going to activate cooldowns, and keep in mind this also removes positive effects. So loses the shield, and cooldown activated burning. And then who else? Let me Mega Freeze. Let me Mega Freeze Myrak and get rid of that. Oh, wrong one. Let me do Winter Breath to get rid of that skill mirror. And see that? I was able to immobilize Myrak, and I was able to immobilize Wormlad. You'll see right now when he attacks. Let me do applies evasion to itself, quick bite. Let's take out the dodge area monster. Soul Rip. Bam. Let's do this, and Wormlad's gonna recharge because he can't do anything because I immobilized him. So great denier, as we've seen right now. And let's see, applies Mega Freeze and Burn. If I still had Winter Breath, I could have removed that immunity to control. Good thing I can still activate cooldowns. Again, it won't work on Wormlad, because he's a dodge area monster, but he's still probably cooldown activated from the first attack. And look, immune to control, I don't care about that. I have Winter Breath, so bye-bye control immunity and hello freeze. Let's just tag Myrax so we can see Wormlad just simply recharge. Ablation Trap, and again, the cool thing about getting my stamina drained is the fact that my relics can help against that, right? What do we want to do? Let's do this for fun. Ooh, a curse. Let's do it again. Activate cooldowns, extra turn, land of the burning, recharge. Oh, did I already use up my Can of Atlantis? Yes, I did. Recharge. And look, Wormlad the whole game unable to do anything, and me just being able to cycle and quickly do everything because my cooldowns aren't too bad. 1 turn cooldown on this free skill. 3 turn cooldown here, but with an extra turn skill, makes it so much better. So we are gonna Mega Freeze Myrax. Burning and a Mega Freeze, awesome. Let's just do whatever. Behavior Christmas Tree. We can do nothing. We'll do Time Fissure. Doesn't matter. Let's go after Wormlad. Tiger Trap, that's fine. Ancestral Bite. He'll die with DLTs. Alright, Myrax still frozen. Immune to freeze. Oh yeah, we'll see about that. Winter Breath, and there we go. Freeze again. So yeah, being able to chain freeze is tight. Soul Rip and Shadow Wanderer. GG. Alright, so now let's take Lamia to rank 3 and see what other skills she gets. And also, she has a fantastic monster design. Absolutely love it. So let's see that final skill we get at rank 3. And go to, oops. Oh, cool. So, suffer opponents. Let's take her up to level 115. And keep in mind, at rank 3, that's when you get that immunity to control, which is amazing. If you can get this monster to rank 5, if she can block resurrection as well, my goodness, she is deadly. Right? Because no more reviving, and a lot of monsters have revival, right? Wow, I couldn't even speak right. Nazael has resurrection, Wormlad has resurrection, a lot of the meta monsters, Ragnarök, have resurrection. Alright, deals low spell damage to enemies, removes positive effects from enemies, applies freeze. So we get ourselves an AoE freeze skill that also removes positive effects before freezing. So again, this monster is a master of activating cooldowns and of freezing. So what do we want to do? You could potentially get rid of... There's a lot you can get rid of. For now, we'll get rid of this Mega Freeze, just so, because I can keep chain freezing with these 2 skills. The last skill you get, by the way, since mine isn't rank 4, the Red Death, deals moderate earth damage to enemies, activates cooldowns on all enemies, applies Ignite in days. So it's like Time Fissure, but a lot more deadly because it's also an AoE ignition and days. So definitely worth running, right? Yes, it costs more stamina. Yes, the cooldown is 1 turn higher, but Ignite in days on top of the Time Fissure. You could also run both of them. It really depends what you're facing. And again, if you're facing any monster that is, any team that has a Megaton monster, you can't rely on this monster because the Megaton will absorb everything. But that's okay, because that's when you simply go and say, you know what, I'm gonna make Lamia team speed holder, and then I'm gonna have a monster that can trade disable. I'm gonna have a monster that can deal with the Megaton monster and go from there. Like if I was facing Dunraw, it would be dumb of me to rely on Lamia being my main denier. So that's when I would go, and maybe I can showcase it here because there's also a charm list, and I don't have any more. And I'm just gonna do this just because I don't want to swap everything. So I would do something like that. I am going to... Who can deal? Well, Thalassa, obviously. So I'll do Thalassa. Yeah, I don't want to... Thalassa, and who else could I use to deal with? Actually, I want to do maybe Ragnarök. No, but then maybe that Charmless won't do all the extra turn skills. Let me think. A Neobuki. Who could I use? Homeseed, Rossi God. As you can see, my runes are all over the place just because I'm constantly swapping out. Can Krabby trait disable? I think so, right? Trait disable, Lion's Mane, yes. So, maybe bring back Santirion. I don't know how well this is going to work. This might be a complete mess, but we'll try it out nonetheless. Alright, let's take on this Dunraw base. Alright, and again, this is just to showcase that Lamia doesn't need to be your main denier or anything. You just need someone to deal with the Megaton monster first. In this case, I didn't even deal with it, because Dunraw still has Megatons. So that was bad of me. Wow, what a fail. Alright, so we're gonna do Winter Breath, get rid of the Megatons, I guess, and freeze. We're gonna recharge. Maybe I should stun Playz Nanovirus. I'm just gonna recharge. Let's see what Charm does. Epic Quest. Ooh, thanks for using your extra turn skill. So this is when Lamia comes in. And even though Charm this is an extra turn monster, why don't I just activate cooldowns? See, he has to recharge. And then I can do activate cooldowns again from everyone. So, bam! And actually Charm this has to recharge as well. Recently frozen, that's fine. I'll recharge here. Still can't do anything. Let me remove positive effects and freeze. So there we go, AoE freeze. So again, like, this monster doesn't have to be your main denier. If the meta calls for you to not run her with speed, then don't use her for speed. Use her for team speed and just work around whatever you have to deal with, because her skill set is still very good. Her traits is one of the best in the game. Anticipation, immunity to control, the Hukuai trait at rank 5, blocks resurrection, that is phenomenal, right? That is really, really phenomenal. And look, I can just keep denying and remove positive effects and freeze here. Let me freeze you again. Behavioral Christmas tree, nope. Let's do recognition and just win with a bunch of dots and whatnot. We'll do Sea Wasp box. When Blazing Trap kicks in, that's fine. I have my Can of Atlantis. If I take enough damage, I have Ingvar's Banner. Here, let's burn you over here. Activate your cooldowns. If I needed to, I could freeze again. I can activate cooldowns again. If I can get this monster rank 4, I'm going to be able to do that. AoE, Daze, what was it? Ignition. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's do Cannonball for now. I think we can go ×4 and GG. Wait. Bam, GG. Oh, I missed. Bam. Oh, miss again. Oh my god, everything is missing. Bam, 72 damage. Take it. Alright, cool. So overall, I gotta say, I enjoy Lamia. She's definitely a lot of fun. Her skill set is really good, right? Freezing and cooldown activating with that trait, amazing. Very amazing. Let's see if we can get one more battle. There's another Wormlad Ragnarök. Ooh, that'll be fun to take on. And I will run her as my main denier against that base. So let's do that. So because there is an anticipation monster and a dodge area monster, I want to run my cooldown activated skill. So there. And I guess I was going to do double cooldown activated, but I guess I can just mega freeze. That'll probably be better. So Winter Breath would be dumb to run. So let's do mega freeze and burn for sure. I like this though, because this can deal with. So I think I'll get rid of time. Well, I'm trying to think. What is the best play? What is the best play? Maybe I don't need. I was gonna run both my single cooldown activated, but I could just mega freeze Wormlad. So I think this is fine. I'll keep Santeron in, and you know what? I'll bring my own Ragnarök, and I'll give him a trait disable skill. Cooldown activated. I'll give him a trait disable skill. So Demon's Flame. Yeah, I don't need Dwarf Stomp. Demon's Flame, cooldown activated. Alright, I think we are good to go. Let's take on this. Oh man, I'm out of attacks. I should have more though. Go to my goals and collect all my attacks, and let's do this. Alright, Wormlad, and oh, I forgot about this monster. What do you have? Do you have Megatons? Hyperia is a... You are a Megaton monster. Darn it. Well, I guess the only thing I can do is to remove positive effects. Oh, actually, I didn't even realize this removes positive effects. So let's do that. Activate cooldowns. Queen's Call, that's fine. And then I can do... activates all cooldowns. You could restore the dream, applies Mega Freeze and Burn. And then you might... What are you, an attacker? Let's activate cooldowns on Ragnarök, Time Fissure. So I don't mind. Oh, Despicable Beings, perfect. I thought he was going to restore the dream. So that's cool with me. And then I can do... What is it? Demon's Flame, Trade Disable, Wormlad. So now I can do my AoE skill. Oh, so it worked out here. Can of Atlantis kicked in. I can do low special damage, freeze everyone, removes positive effects. So AoE freeze, perfect. Awesome. Oh, maybe this is going a little too fast. Archangel's Blessing. We'll attack Wormlad. Alright, does anyone have an Essence I gotta worry about? Let's check. Oblation Trap, nope. Siren Essence. Okay, cool. So I can do Cold Fire Breath, applies Mega Freeze and Burn to one enemy. So because he's gonna get a turn in, I think I might as well kill him. Bye-bye. Cool. I'm going to do Random Torture skill. See what I can land. Bleeding and Curse. Cool. Archangel's Blessing. That's fine by me. I can go ahead and remove positive effects, activate cooldowns. I'll give Ragnarök a turn, which is fine. Queen's Call. See, I'm utilizing the fact that even though I'm facing an anticipation monster, I have a Megataunt monster myself to deal with anticipation monster, so I can do my attacks as much as I want. Time Fissures, activate cooldowns, pretty much shutting down the enemy team. For the rest of the game, they're honestly not going to be able to do anything. They're just going to keep recharging and recharging and recharging. I can keep freezing. I can literally do whatever I want. So again, oh cool, they all have like what they are, Forsaken, Warmaster below them. I barely realized it. So yeah, like even in, well, I mean, this isn't necessarily the meta team I'm facing, but you could always make it work to your advantage. Because it's always, remember, I think when we look at monster when they first get released, we're like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna fight a team of 3? But it's always, you're using a team of 3 versus another team of 3, so you can always combo, right? See, look, like, doesn't really do anything. Got an alt. Let's do remove effects, even though you have the positive effects blocked. That's fine by me. Oh, the turn order's all kinds of messed up. Alright, behavioral Christmas tree. You can go ×4 speed again, recharge. Watch, I can do time fissure. That way Ragnarök can't do anything. Demon's Flame, bye bye Ragnarök. Cold Fire Breath, Burning Freeze. Let's see what I land. Curse, nice. Extra churn. Mega Freeze if it would have landed, but you had the freeze already. So yeah, just overall, I really enjoy Lamia. Good monster, I think, all around. Let's hope it lands, because last time everything misses. Bam. Overall, good monster. Good monster. Really like it. I like how she can just keep denying over and over in the right team setting. Alright, I think we have time for one more battle, and we'll see how it goes. And I think we can take the base on the middle. The base on the left would have been fine. Again, these aren't necessarily the strongest teams I'm facing, but it is fine. Here, let's go ×2. So what are we facing? Megataunt, Trait Protection, and Hukui, and another monster. Alright, so let's start by getting rid of the Megataunt, activating cooldowns on Santirion, also applying Burning. Again, facing Hukui, but that's not much of a problem. And I can't deal with Hukui because he can't be. Again, we both have the same trait, essentially. So I can't deal with Hukui, so I'm gonna try to deal with Myrax. So the best thing I can do is that Mega Freeze Burn. So now Santirion can't do anything. The Mega Freeze, missed? So that's fine. I am going to Trait Disable. So, you know, just run a Trait Disable monster. So that will deal with Hukui, because when I get my next turn, I'm gonna be able to Mega Freeze, not Mega Freeze. I'm gonna be able to just single freeze everyone. So freeze, freeze, freeze all across the board. Success. Awesome. Here, let's apply Curse over here. And then, what do I have? I can activate cooldowns on everyone. So, immobilizing everyone again. We're going to see a recharge. Here, let's see what I land. Daze and Poison. Activate cooldowns, applies Burn. Do I want to do this? I would get another churn, so I would get my Cold Fire Breath back. So, why don't we give Burn to Myrax? And, oh wait, I Trait Disable, duh. Cold Fire Breath, Mega Freeze, and Burn. Or what I can do is my ult, because I got it. AoE Burn all across the board. Man, at rank 4, I can't wait to get this monster. Rank 4 will probably be forever. But I would look forward to that Ignition Time Fissure increase skill, essentially. No need to do anything. We'll recharge. Alright, bye-bye Santirion. Jingle Bell Curves. Attack Myrax over here. Recharge. Don't need to do anything. We'll recharge again. They're frozen, recently frozen. Bye-bye. Major Region Essence, that's fine. Immunity to freeze, well, not if I do this. And missed. I should have activated the cooldowns, gotten the extra turn. It's all good. Demon's Flame, GG. So yeah, guys, overall, I really enjoy this monster. I want to hear from you guys. Were you able to get Lamia? If so, what do you think about this monster? I think regardless whether you have her ranked or unranked, she's pretty good. Obviously, once you get it to rank 3 and you have that immunity control, she becomes a whole lot better because there's a lot less you have to worry about. But it's still pretty cool that we get, if you got this monster unranked, you still have an anticipation monster with a pretty good skill set at level 100. But yeah, definitely rank 3 is going to be the way to go. And then obviously rank 4 for that next skill, and rank 5 just makes her incredible. But with that being said, this has been a monster review on Lamia. Let me know what you guys thought about it and whether or not you got her and how you've been liking her. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.